Yo! Yo! Welcome! 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 Welcome to another stream! Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I think doing an intro is not my thing whatsoever. I think doing an intro is not my thing, if I have to be absolutely honest. Doing an intro is 100% not my thing. Alright. What up? What up, boys? What up? How we doing in this fine evening? Let's hope to God I'm not... This feels copyrighted. I'm so sorry, this feels copyrighted. It likely is. Like, if it sounds copyrighted, it likely is copyrighted. Okay, honestly, there's nothing I can listen to that is not copyrighted. Like, oh man, this is gonna be hard. So anyways, I'm using a new layout today for my camera. I put it in a different position. Usually it's like literally in front of me. Whenever I look to the left, like to the right, I mean, I would look at the chat. Now if I look to my main monitor, I'm now looking at the monitor. I look to the chat, so I'm looking forward. Because my second monitor is actually really just my camera. Not my camera, it's really just my my drawing tablet. And since I don't have a thing for it to like rest upon, I have to look at my it's like laid downwards, and I put my camera right behind the monitor, which is why I can now see, whenever I look at my monitor, I'm actually looking forward, instead of the usual orientation, where if I'm looking at chat, I'm looking away from forward. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't. Oh, who cares? Anyhow, I'm trying to see if I can find something to play in the background while we're here. This will have to make do. This will have to make do. Okay, the way I have my microphone set up right now is extremely risky. Because if my the USB connection is very weak, it's like kind of broken, if I have to be honest. If I move my microphone slightly away, it's Jover. It's Jover. It's gonna disconnect, and then I'm not even gonna realize it. But I'm gonna be talking to no one, and since nobody watches my streams, I'm gonna be talking like an idiot, like an absolute buffoon. Anyhow, I want to get into today's topic. So I'm gonna continue from the last stream, but then I'm gonna restart my entire explanation about the development of my game for the Acerola Jam 0. The game is called Detective Abby. As usual, you can, I don't want to write it down again. I don't want to write down that entire message again. Oh, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna put it pinned here. Check out, the game. The game on itch.io. And make sure to check other submissions as well. I would also like to thank Rockets vs. Cogs for rating and playing my game. Honestly, when I here's the thing, I know the flaws with my game, and whenever I hear someone giving me a nice comment, well, the first thing that I think about is that they're being sarcastic. Because you can't even finish my game. It's not possible. It feels like they played it for 3 milliseconds and then that's it. That's it. And then they're like, oh yeah, it's a nice game. Update. There, you get an update. I can only hope that it's a nice game. Because, like, I really do want to. Okay, I'm gonna post this and I'm gonna pin it. Pin. Alright. That. I'm kinda. Ah, man. The food is really getting to my fucking stomach right now. Really getting to my stomach. Can I copy my own message? Can I copy my own message, or did I just... Oh god, I made it. It's too late. It's too late! No! Like, HTML, why do you have to be so weird? Fine, I'll go into... Wow, I'm gonna have to copy it from like, over on Twitch instead of, like, OBS. Thanks. Thanks so much. Okay, I'm gonna put this also over on YouTube, so that anyone watching me there, can, go to the page as well. But, like, I get these nice comments, but the game isn't even beatable. That's the thing, you can't even beat the game. You can't beat the game. There are 2 levels in total. There are 2 levels. And for some reason, I don't know what's going on, but the checksum for whether or not the game is, like, over, it isn't working. For some reason, it isn't working. Like, it's probably an easy fix, but the submission is already over. I can't change it. I literally cannot change it. Alright, I'm gonna pin my own comment real quick. Can I please not get that annoying chat thing? I wanna pin my comment. There, pinned message. Nice. Okay, now we're on to something. Ah, holy damn. It's really sad, honestly. Okay, let me drink something real quick. Shit's good as usual. So, I'll be opening up Unity. And I'm gonna show you first how you're supposed to beat the game normally. And what's supposed to happen. And since I'm playing on developer mode, I'll be able to do some cheats to make my life easier, because I'll be honest, you cannot win at my game without cheating explicitly. Because of that one fucking bug that I couldn't do anything about. There was nothing I could do about that bug. Literally, there's nothing I can do about that bug. Because, like, I'll tell you what the bug is shortly. But, like, the game, I had 2 weeks for it. I had 2 weeks to make this game. I didn't have a month, I had 2 weeks. And I usually am very well known for, taking my time making a game. Because, like, the fact that I was able to develop this game means that I have programming experience. And there is nothing that I have to show for it, because everything that I work on is pending. It's not finished. Which is why I even, created that project to begin with. Because, like, I have nothing to show my programming skills for. And I want an excuse to, like, be able to make a game for once. And I chose this game jam. And you know what? It worked. Except the game has one fucking error, and I can't take care of it because the submission period is over. Okay, I think the project's almost up. I hope I'll have some people over today. Would be nice having someone on chat. Would be nice. Damn. Damn, time is flying by. There are still so many things that I plan on doing, but I'm spending 0 time at it whatsoever. What's one of those things besides the game jam? Anyhow, okay, the game is loaded. We're gonna load in on the first scene of the game. I think it's here, yeah? Yeah, there it is. There it is. So, this is like the initial scene, right? This is where we play the game, you have the soundtrack and whatever. And I'm gonna play the game as you should. It's gonna throw an error first. Yeah, it's gonna throw an error. Because in the developer build, or in the developer mode, the data saving method is using no encryption. Meanwhile, in the actual game, it's encrypted, because I gotta make sure that, you know, no cheating. Even though I probably should have made that available. Okay, so here, we start the game new. We walk, the camera's inverted, you move up, the camera looks down, you move down, the camera looks up. This could be so easily fixed by just inverting the inputs, but you know what? Womp womp, there's nothing I can do about it. You pick up the phone, then it tells you a tutorial, and then you head over to the door, and then you're on the first scene. You're on the first scene. There, 2 objects already. I made that noise with a plastic bottle, by the way. And the reason why it gets cancelled out by the camera zoom in is because because they're both using the same asset to play noises. Because I eventually, and only when I was like playing the game, I realized, oh nah, this way will not work. Because like, if I play one sound on one component and then I play another one, it's not gonna work well. It's not gonna work well. So if you want to cancel out the sound and it's very painful, just fucking zoom in and out like this, and it's gonna cancel out the sound. Honestly, I really gotta learn more how to like play sound effects better in Unity. Because the sound effect the sound effect that I made was just way too loud. Okay, we found, and here's the thing. It doesn't update how many object aberrations you found. So you have to manually count them, so please manually count them. We got 1, we got 2, I think there was a third one. Yeah, 3, because the object placement is broken. I didn't bother saving it. Even though I did try, because there was a bug that broke the game. The only one that spawned correctly was this one. Okay, this should be 5. So you found all the aberrations. There's no need to explore the rest of the house. You want, if you can. I couldn't add in any lore, so, you know, whatever. Here it's going to tell you that if you leave, it's going to, like, reset it or whatever. It's basically because I didn't add in, like, I didn't add in, like, an option. I could have, but I didn't. I really did not want to bother any further with the development of the game, man. I'll be honest. Alright, here. Now your phone is ringing, you pick up, the quest has been completed, your score updated, and the thing doesn't refresh because I didn't implement that. Now you go again, and then you get an unknown caller that sends you to his house. And you have 5 object aberrations and 1 entity aberration. And that means you have to correct all of that. So this here we have 1, we have 2 error textures. Okay, so right now we got 2. Soon we're gonna find out who the entity is. Don't worry, we'll get there. We're gonna go over here first. Okay, there's absolutely nothing in here. That's great. Except there probably is, because the object placement is so broken that you have to use the camera to clip through the wall to see the other objects, because they won't appear. The object placement is broken. Anyhow, yeah, yep, the monster's over there. No. If you run into it, it's absolute reset. You gotta restart the game. Okay, we got 2 objects. We have 3 now. We have 3 objects now. And with 3 objects, I think, where's the other object that is, like, outside the thing? I know that one of the objects is literally outside of the... Yup, there it is. How the fuck does it even make its way over there? Like, look at... Like, look at that. That's a fridge. That's a fridge, my guy. It's a fridge. It's supposed to be inside, not outside. Anyhow, the object placement was broken. I didn't use a good algorithm. So now we found what? 1, 2, 3, 4 aberrations, I think. We got you. It doesn't play any noises if it's already corrected. We got you, so we got 2. Got 2. I think it's probably stuck on the door. Yep, it's stuck on the door. Sorry, homie. Okay, we got 2. We got 3. We got 3 aberrations. We got 4 aberrations. Now, I assume the last one is likely not even in the rooms from over here. It's probably on the other one. So I'm just gonna debate that fucking shit. Ah, it's on me. It's on me. Okay. Honestly, the only scary thing about this game is just the fucking sound effects, man. It's so loud. Okay, this was actually placed down properly, so now you just look at it. You gotta look at its feet, because that's where the script is attached to. Okay, now we got 5 objects. We got 5. We got 1, we got 2 at the entrance, 2 over there. Yeah, we have 5 aberration objects. Now, all we gotta do is defeat the last one. Now, if you check the lexicon, you can see that there is a description for every single type of aberration. Because, you know, how would you know how to defeat one if there's, like, no description? So, for you to defeat this bastard, you gotta first look at it. And I really wanted to add in, like, when you use this, it's supposed to, like, update. It's supposed to update it updates your lexicon. If you go to the lexicon, now there's a fake there. But besides that, I wanted it to be like whenever you look at something, not just does the aberration appear, it also shows whether or not the lexicon was updated. Now you can look at the weaknesses of the fake aberration. Weakness, this one's tricky. If I look at it with my camera for too long, my vision will become noisy. I have a feeling if I look at it for too long, I'll die. However, besides that, it's relatively easy to defeat. I can only use my camera on it when I am looking from behind. It will follow me whenever it sees me, and it will catch me. And if it catches me, I am toast. Now, let me see real quick, because I can already see several grammatical errors in here, probably. Maybe to defeat, I can only use my camera when I am looking from behind. So basically, you gotta look at it from behind. It cannot be looking at you. Now, knowing that, you can't tell if it's taking damage, because I didn't code that. So you're gonna kind of have to... You're gonna have to, if it plays no sound effect when you're looking at it, that means that you're looking at it from behind. Like right now. Right now, it's probably taking damage because I didn't take into account the... I didn't take into the account that it might be hidden behind an object. So you can easily cheese it if it's hopefully not looking at you. Hopefully. Hopefully, man. Okay, it's probably walking towards that corner. Just don't look my way, bro! Okay, the fake is over there. Look at it long enough and it'll die. Come on. Is it still there? I think I might have killed it. I might have killed it. Ah, fuck! Alright, it's dead. It's dead. If you don't hear the noise anymore, that means the game object has been disabled. And if you look at here at the hierarchy, the fake has been set to inactive. We still have a reference to it, but its status should be corrected. The checksum, and then when you leave, you should have finished the quest. You got 5 objects. If we go to every single object, every single clone, all of them have been corrected. All of them have been corrected. All of them have been corrected. So if that's the case, we should be allowed to leave. Except now you go over here. Nobody responded on the other end, so you end the call. Which means that the quest wasn't finished. It wasn't finished. And I'm gonna... Actually, you know what? Since I'm streaming this, I might as well check out what the fuck's happening. I remember fixing this. I remember specifically going back and fixing it. I think it's within World Manager. He's the one that fixes it automatically because he's the one that is like responsible for placing the objects. Honestly, I don't even want to look at the object placement. If I had more time, I would have polished it more. I would have legit polished it more. Alright. Honestly, I wish I could screen share, but I've got too many things going on. Alright, I'm gonna share Visual Studio. Alright, there. Here, Detective Abby. Everything's fine. Yep. Things as usual. So, we're on Request Manager. It has everything that I was working on previously. No fucking comments because I could not be bothered. Alright, request manager, world client scene, you update UI request, but the real one that does the actual checksum is the world manager over here. If we go, there is a method that it should be calling when you leave the game. Which I think it's this one. Wait a minute, no, it's not that. That's on scene load. Get position given bound. That's the thing to instantiate a location for every single object to spawn in. Check if everything was found. And then we get every single aberration that there is. And we check if the status, like if it's not corrected, then we don't even need to like fix you. Like I don't give you an option to leave the level to begin with. So like either way, it just doesn't matter. If it's not, if there is as much as one that's not corrected, we're not gonna do anything. We're just it's over. But if everything was found, if the request count is less than, wait, what the fuck am I doing over here? Less than 0, return, yeah, that makes sense. Whatever, probably some error that happened mid-gameplay. Request, quest.value. And finished is equal to true. We can only have one request active. I programmed this in a way that you could, in the future, if I were to update this game more, we could get more requests. But right now, I've programmed it in a way so that it only uses the first one. That it always gets the first request available. Because, you know, what's the point if we only have one, and, you know. What are you gonna do with multiple active? It was just too much shit that I didn't have time to program more, okay? So, finished is equal to true, which is what was supposed to happen. And now let's see what aberrations is. It's a new list of game objects that probably, I assume, have the component of, yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I added it to there. If there is an instance of type entity, then it should have added it into the list of aberrations. And everyone's set to... Oh man, this is just so... why did this not work? For entire, yeah, Western count, and then for each one of them, if they get component aberration and the status is not equal to aberration status that corrected, we return. And since right now, since I'm literally just playing this game on debug mode, I might as well fix this problem. I'm gonna fix this problem real quick. Alright, the script took a bit to recompile. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna load into the game, and I'm gonna cheat a bit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna purposely go into the game. We're on the second quest, because I saved normally. Unknown caller, yeah, we get that quest. We go over here, it loads in this scene. And now what I will do is I will automatically do the following. Fake, you have, what? You are corrected. You have 0 health, because that's usually what happens. We set you to 0, and then we set you to inactive. Now, I pick up every single one of these. You shouldn't... By the way, I'm trying to see why it is that these little shits aren't working as intended. Okay, we're gonna set them to corrected. Because it doesn't matter how they actually look like. What happens is that they are marked as corrected. Okay, now, technically speaking, every single object right now is corrected. And you know what? For the sake of a test, because I have a feeling that I know... okay, I have a feeling... I had a feeling... Yo, what the fuck? Okay, there. Eat shit. It's just I had a feeling that maybe it's because this object was set to inactive. Like, all I really have to do is look at it from behind and it's Jover. Should be Jover. If it's active, let's go. And there, it's dead. It's dead. It's set to corrected, but we're gonna do myself the favor of turning it on back on. Okay, yeah, it still moves. It still moves. Okay, whatever. It's just gonna be active now. Everyone was corrected. But the quest wasn't set to finished. How could I overlook this? How could this happen? Fuck. Okay. Check if everything was found. We only clear it on the start of the scene, but not when we leave. We always add in... Wait, is this public? Is this public? Okay, I'm gonna serialize it. Serialize field. I need to know how it looks like. I need to know how it looks like. Alright. Now, inside the world manager, we'll also get an aberrations list. We have a props, which is basically every single thing that can spawn. We have entities and whatever. So we really just need to check. Like, we finished the quest fair and square. But this error is doing something that I hate. Now, when we load in... The thing should have updated. The thing should have updated. World Manager aberrations. There are 6. Including the fake variant. Now, what happens is, you pick up here, wait a minute. Fake. You are officially corrected. You have 0 health, because that's usually the conditions for it to be donezo. And Jover. That's basically what happens, but in code. Corrected. Now, Game Manager, do you still have a reference to the fake variant? Yeah, you do. Finished should be set to true. Finished should be set to true. What the hell? This is actually bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna debug it. I'm gonna real quickly just debug.log the value. Like, it is only possible for the aberrations to have the aberration tag on them. Aberrations I dot status dot get component aberration, and then we want to get its status there. There should not be a single one. There should not be a single one that's not been corrected. All of them should have been corrected. All of them should have been corrected. Makes absolutely no sense. Okay. I'm now gonna print out the status of every single one of them. Okay, here's this thing. Yeah, we get unlocked color. What's getting debugged is probably from stuff I didn't remove. We go over here. Now we go over here and we leave. Why? Wait, why did it not? Why did it not print out the aberrations? What? No, wait, no! No, it can't be! No, it can't be. It can't be. It legitimately cannot be. No, ain't no way. Don't tell me I forgot to put that in. No, I did. Check if everything... No! Ah! No! Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I'm an actual moron. Okay, Okay, everyone's looking at the game, right? So, I'm gonna go over to the level where it fails. And it's at the large house, because it's the newest level. Here's Abby. And here's the door, right? Now here's the thing. All of these make sense, right? Safe only if safe. By that I mean, what's that on about? It's the scene mediator, right? I think it's within the... I want to actually double check what I wrote. Because it might be that this called the other function. Let me check. This should be within the game manager. The game manager. Not the game manager. I almost said that on accident. Actually, I basically said it. But I have a function here called save only if safe. Yeah, basically it only saves the data if you're in Abby's scene. If you're in Abby's apartment. Because, you know, if you die on game, you basically lose all progress. That's my point of the game. But if you do that, and then the speaker, yeah, doing so will reset it. And then you load in the scene. But I forgot to add in a crucial method. I forgot to add in to call this function. I forgot to call that. I forgot to call that. When is this called? Request manager. Check if completed. Oh man, no. Well, basically, either that or the other one was supposed to have gotten called, and I absolutely forgot to do it. Okay, if you look on the place where I'm at, fuck, here. If you look at it, you can tell that like there's save only if safe, but below there's also load scene, but there is no like thing to check whether or not we did everything correctly. Okay, give me a second. Can I push you up? Oh, I can't push you up. That's fucking dumb. Oh, that's so dumb. Okay, scene mediator. What is this? Check? I think it's around check, where check if completed. Yeah, that. It's the request manager. That function was supposed to have gotten called. Oh my god, such an easy fix, and there's nothing that I can do about it, man. My god, I actually feel disappointed in myself right now. All of this just because I was so fucking tired. Okay, now this works. The game works normally now. The game will actually work normally now, but I can't do anything about it. Okay, look. Score 30, we get the unknown caller. We go over to the door. We go to the place area. I'm gonna play the game normally now. You're gonna see how it actually works. Okay, we got one aberration. Okay, we got one. Oh god, we gotta get to this one. Okay, this is the second one. This is the reflectionist mirror. If the generation would work properly, you would be able to tell that this is a... Oh, fuck me. Oh, man, you already? Okay, we got one, we got two. Okay, how the fuck do you know I'm already there? Okay, I'm gonna come back for you later. Okay, we got we got 3 objects. Great. I'm just gonna check the wall real quick. Because I fucked up the generation of stuff. Yoinks. Alright, we got 3 objects. Fourth one is hidden in the living room. On the main area. And that's the 5th one, okay. Okay, we got the 5th object. How did I forget that function, man? How did I forget it? Actual lobotomy moment. Holy shit. Alright, it should be dead soon, hopefully. Come on! I know you're still alive. Come on. Are you? Wait, let me check. Okay, now you're dead. You're dead. Okay, now all we gotta do is correct this one. This one is the one that takes so long. You're supposed to like build up suspense because it's taking time to heal. Honestly, there was not much time I could put into this game, man. But now it's working. Unfortunately, the generation, as I said, is fucked. Now, every single one of them should be corrected. If you look at where my character is at, you should be able to tell that it says corrected. Yeah, they're corrected. You're corrected, you're corrected, you're corrected, even though the shader isn't completely done. You're corrected, and you're corrected as well. Now, if this is... Now, this thing's gonna work. If you look at this game manager, and you go onto the request, there... Well, you can see that finished will be set to true. And the quest is finished. And now you'll get the final message. You pick up the request, thank you for your thing. You have completed the tutorial story mode. Now all requests that you get are randomized. And you're basically just supposed to get the highest score. And if you quit, it exits out. If you go back in, it should load in your save data. You got the score of 110. You go in, and 110. No requests because you already finished it and I didn't clear it. The phone is ringing. You pick up. You have accepted a new request. Now it's random. Now you have 4 entities and 3 object aberrations. Now you go in and it loads in a random level, usually. And now you can get fucked by 5 fakes. Yep, I can already hear them. There, we got one. Except there is another bug. There is another bug. It seems I know this bug because I've been developing this game. I chose to live with the fact that I couldn't salvage all of the game. Okay, so we got here this aberration. The one on the back, the one close to me. So eventually, they lose reference to the shader. That is supposed to, like, affect your screen. For some reason, only one of them is actually capable of, like, affecting it. Like, if you go over here, this is the full screen shader that affects your screen. And if you increase it, basically the thing happens. The static attack is what I call it. Because I didn't have time to be creative. Like here. Like, if the game was running, this thing would be updating every single second. But I'm not going to do that. And for some reason... Oh my god. It only works on one of them. Because look. Okay, look. Oh my god. Okay, that's a delayed. That's delayed as fuck, man. I guess it's because I'm looking at too many. But now you're supposed to defeat them, which I wish you a lot of luck. If you look at it for too long, you die. And you're dead. And, you know, it's that. My god, this is actually insane. I told my friend who playtested the game. Who playtested the game for me. He told me that you couldn't get past a certain scene. All of it! All of it! Just because I forgot to add in this. This little section. This little section. I'm writing him right now. I'm telling him what the error was. My god. Oh my god. Hey, at least I fixed it. Yay. I fixed it and the fucking submission period is already over. Oh man, this fucking sucks. This really sucks. Okay, I'm gonna go get myself refresh something to drink and then I'll talk about the actual development. In the meantime, I'll be downloading the first version of the game so you could see this sharp contrast and difference between the two. If you're hearing it, that's because my tablet is reconnecting and disconnecting. Don't worry about that. It's only affecting my frame rate by like too much. Alright, here, anime run. No, that's something. That's a private project. Nobody needs to know about that one. Detective Abby last update was 5 days ago. Wow, my titles for comments are so fucking creative. I'm not gonna lie. Did I do? What was the initial comment? Okay, yeah. And then I uploaded. Yeah, okay. There were two. On the first day, I had a lot of stuff done. I had a lot of stuff done, believe it or not. Okay, we're gonna download the first update of the game. I'm gonna quickly check whether or not I can even hear myself. Hi. Okay, good. Hearing myself once is good enough. Okay, I'm gonna download the thing. We're gonna unzip it. We're gonna reopen the project. I'm gonna do it on my C disk because why the fuck not? It's not like I have. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not gonna put it on my C disk. I just realized that I'd be doxing myself a bit. I'd be revealing private information because my C disk is where my main stuff is. Game project Acerola Jam 0. I'm gonna put in here the second Detective Abby and I'm gonna extract it. Extract all. Man, the default Windows extracting tool is so mid. It works so bad. Not gonna lie. Alright, while we wait, I'll be playing some music. I'm gonna go get something to drink and make sure all of you guys get comfy because we're gonna talk about the game even further. The game could have been so much better, man. The game could have been so much better, but no, I had to fucking fumble the bag that badly. Alright, I'm opening up the project. I'm closing down the main one. And I'm going to be closing this down as well. And yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit. Nope, not done yet. Welcome to the stream, Isaac. Welcome. Welcome, my guy. Welcome. I started the stream an hour ago. I already talked. I didn't talk much about the game per se. So as I skibbity bop bop bop, I'm a scat. I'm sorry. But the fuck was I doing last time? Yeah. So far what I've done is I've talked about the huh? You're talking to no one. Don't tell me you can't hear me again. I'm sorry, but that's 100% an issue on your end. You can hear me, right? I'm pretty sure I muted myself. I'm pretty sure I muted myself, right? Don't gaslight me again, please. But okay. So what I've done so far on the stream is I fixed my big error, my big issue that was going on in my game. You played it, right? You played it, right? You should how far did you come in the game? How far did you get in the game? Might as well open up the original project as well to show a difference. We saw how big the difference is. Yeah, this is the first day of the game jam. So you're gonna essentially see nothing, but... please tell me, how far did you get in the game? How far did you get? I would like to know, because then I'm just gonna show you something interesting. About the game. Dun, 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 dun. Oh wait, don't talk. Why? Now I'm gonna talk on purpose. I didn't realize you came back. Is this stream delayed? Is this stream delayed or what? Is this stream delayed? Is it delayed on your end? I have to watch what I missed out when you come back. Don't... Huh? What? Okay, now I'm confused. You can hear me, Kay? I hope you can also hear the music. I have to watch what I missed out when you came back. Okay, thank you for not gaslighting me. Makes me feel very reassured right now. You still didn't answer my question when I asked how far you got in the game. I just want to know whether or not you even made it to the second level. How far did you get in the second level? If you even came that far, or even left the apartment. Ah. It was confusing, actually. Yeah, no, there are no instructions in the game. I haven't met the ghost yet. Yeah, don't worry. Maybe I should put a fucking guide on the itch.io page. Not that that would help. Most people just press the download button. Like the rooms with the blue neon objects. Blue what? Do I have one with neon objects? I just explored for like 20 minutes. Ah, you probably were like only the first room. Okay, but... Okay, if you ever continue to play the game... if you didn't notice, but if you ever reach the second level... Which is like after you find all 5 objects in the first one... you will eventually realize that there is a game-breaking bug. There is a bug that doesn't allow you to progress. There is a bug that does not allow you to progress the game. It's skipping to the present now. Okay. But there is a game breaking bug going on in the game where basically we can actually look at it right now. So hello, yeah, welcome back. So there is a game-breaking bug in the game. If you reached the second level and you did everything that was asked and you didn't get any further, don't worry. That was an active bug here in this scene where basically in the exported version of the game, this was not called. Wait a minute, I'm gonna make it easier for you. Yoink. If you look over here, there are these two functions. One of them that loads the main area, the first place you spawn in, like the room. And this function over here that wasn't there before, that would basically check if the quest was completed. It will check if every single aberration, every single object had the status of completed. That was not in the build. I added it in just now because I realized that it was gone. The only level that has this is the small house. Like over here. If you look at the door, it should check here. The first thing it does is it checks if the game was completed. It checks if the game was completed. It checks if the request was completed. You can't realize it because, like, literally it's... You think you did it and there's something going on. It makes you think that you missed out on something, but you didn't. You probably got everything, but this thing just didn't update everything. Okay, look at this. If we go into the main game... You load in. I just finished the game, so I'm gonna quickly just restart the game. Okay, restarted the game. Gonna talk here. First quest, woman. It gives you a tutorial on how to leave the game, to go over to the door when you're ready to leave. You go to the door, leaving now, wish me luck. You're in the first level. On the first level, you gotta find every single object. Since I'm playing in the developer mode, I'm gonna do myself a favor. And I'm gonna pick up all objects. You can probably see that I picked up all the objects in the hierarchy. It's these little clones. And I'm gonna set their status to corrected. That's really the real thing that has to happen for them to be. They have to have the status of corrected. But that's only assigned via the script if they're if you look at them when you do this. Basically, they get set to corrected. They get set to corrected. And what the check does is, wait a minute. Oh, I don't have the thing open. Whatever. The check basically checks if all the objects that you found were found. You know, if you look to my right, or basically right above me, you can see that the request says that it's not finished. But now if we talk to the wall, or basically exit the building, it has been set to finished. So if we talk to the phone, it says you pick up, the request has been completed, thank you for your hard work. That's basically what it was originally supposed to happen. I was doing that to them, but it didn't even change the camera. Nothing's supposed to happen to the camera. What's supposed to happen is that you just... For example, if you go onto the prefabs, then you go into the aberrations. You put in here, for example, the fridge aberration. Also, I'm gonna not onwards just use the pivot. Yeah, nah, that checks out. Here, we look at the thing, right? It's active. If you look at it long enough with the camera, the status has been set to corrected via script. Because, you know, it's back to normal. When I pan my camera to the blue neon things, it won't change them back to their original state, back to original state texture. It won't? And what neon thing? Do you mean like the purple textures? It should be. It should be working. I'm pretty sure I give away the same build to everyone. I don't know either. I mean, it's supposed to work, but... Now, we finished the quest, right? If we go over here and we have no active quests... Yes, the purple textures. Oh. Here, if we go to the... Here, if you don't have a quest, it tells you not to go. You go over here, you pick up a quest... And in the original level, it wouldn't check if it was finished. It wouldn't check if it was finished. But it's kind of weird. It should work. I guess there's something wrong. I don't know. I don't know, man. It works for me, it worked for my friend, and supposedly I hope it worked for everyone else who play tested the game. Because I've gotten some people talking about, oh yeah, great game, and I'm like, bro, there is a literal game-breaking glitch. What are you on about? What are you on about, bro? What is homie talking about? What is homie actually talking about? But I'm really sorry, I don't know what to do for you, because right now I'm literally... I cannot fix the game. I cannot fix the game. I'm not allowed to actively fix the game anymore because the submission period is over. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm gonna show you what I could have done to fix the camera. Because a lot of people were talking about how the camera was moving very weirdly. Where is it? It's within camera here. Orbit camera. If we go into the orbit camera, and I'm gonna activate Visual Studio. Yeah, we're gonna wait. Yeah, it's okay. It's a game jam room. Yeah. I mean, if I could, I'd check out all the bugs, but I'm like, I wanted to initially finish the game by not Monday, but by I had 2 weeks. The first week I wanted to finish the gameplay, and on the second week I wanted to focus on the UI. But it ended up becoming both, and if anything more towards game programming anyway, because there were so many game-breaking bugs. Like, sometimes the objects would be spawned outside the building. Like, look at this, If you look at the game. It's loading in, God damn it, fuck, I pressed it much. Okay. If you load into the game, let's just say we start the game, we're gonna pick up the next quest. We go over here, we go and we move for the next quest, and we pause it like this. Look at this! The object placement is absolutely broken. I couldn't fix it in time. So if you're unlucky enough, the object will spawn outside of the play area. Like, over here it's in the middle of the sky, but sure, at least it's there. This, borderline, not even scannable. Or, okay, look at this, actually. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go back in. It doesn't reset the quest, it just says that you lose all your progress. Because then it doesn't check for everything. Here, look! Literally outside the game! You can't even see it! It's outside! Maybe the object became sentient. Use spin. Actually, you can actually just do this. You can do this, look. You can look through the walls. Honestly, I could not be bothered to fix all of it right now. I'm not allowed to fix it. Anyhow, that's the... I'm not gonna talk any further. Basically, those are the bugs that are active right now. And actually, I'm gonna right now quickly just show you how I can fix the inverted camera. Because I got so used to playing the game this way that I got used to playing the game this way that to the point where I didn't even realize that it was weird. Okay, now you see here, what's the Y one? I at some point do get to inputs from what I remember. That's the scroll wheel, that's the mouse X, mouse Y, okay. Okay, I think I can do this with the mouse X. Is it the mouse X? I don't know, I'm about to find out. Oh wait, no, it isn't mouse X. I think it's mouse Y after all. Because I remember that when it comes down to rotation axes, it's kind of weird. Okay, look. I just inverted it. I inverted it. It means whatever comes out, it's going to be negative. And if it's negative, it's going to be positive. Because that's how numbers work. So now, if we go back onto the Detective Abbey, and we use the camera normally, hopefully I did this correctly. Yep, now it works normally. You look up, you look down, left and right, up, down. It's now inverted. See? I'm moving my mouse up and down. Up, down. And all it took me was just to put it to negative. Anyhow, that's a fix that I'm gonna leave it as is, honestly. I'm not gonna touch it for a bit. Because now I want to talk about the actual development, how the game started. I fixed the 2 biggest bugs. I'm not gonna bother fixing the object generation, because honestly, I cannot be bothered. And we're now gonna look at the other one. This one. This is how the project initially started. This is how the project initially started, where everything began. I'm sorry, I'm just drinking something. So, here, we have the sample scene, actually. This is like the first scene that Unity gives you. I just placed in some stuff to make it a bit more... I don't know. Just for it to have something. And the first thing that I did is I imported some scripts from my other projects. Such as the player and the entity script. Which had basically all the functionality for a moving object. And I began working on one of the tutorials by the Cat-like Coding. Which is basically it's a tutorial website for Unity. And one of the tutorials that it had was for an orbital camera. Which I think right now, as of this build of the game, it should work. Yep, it works. See? This is everything that I did on the first day. Basically, I added in a moving camera. A ball. Yes, it's a ball. And it can jump, too. I eventually removed the jumping mechanic because I thought, nah, we don't need it. We don't need to jump in this game. We don't need to jump. Actually, let me check real quick. On ground. What is ground? Everything, whatever. We are on ground, though. If we do a raycast, we are literally on the ground. What are you on about? What are you on about, homie? But basically, this is how the scene initially started. There was some errors when moving. Basically, the camera would snap. But I took care of all of that. There was no camera. There was nothing else. This was on the first day of the project. Unfortunately, I didn't update the game daily. I updated it when I felt like I had to. After, like, the first couple of updates. So, like, from this to the next one, it's going to be a huge jump. But as I said, I imported in the player script from one of my other games. And I think that's really it so far, what I've imported. I just worked on basic movements because that's what's really important. And I think if we download the next update of the game, if we load in the next update, I'm gonna check right now. By the way, my comment names are so funny. The way I chose to name them is so funny, because look at this. I'm gonna see if I can show you this without doxing myself on accident. Can I show up ParaGX? Whatever. Can it? Can it not? Can it? I can't. Okay, maybe it's for the better, honestly. Maybe it's for the better. Where is it? Unity, there. I'll just show you a screenshot. Should make do. Here, if I go in here and I'll show you my, what's the name? The name of what? The game is Detective Abby. I'm gonna show you an image of the comment names. Oh, that's what you meant. Comment is like whenever I upload the... So whenever I update the source code, I have to give in a title, which we call it a comment name. And I have to give in a description of what I added, whatever. You don't have to, it's like adding in a title and a description to what your update is. And I basically gave mine very goofy names. I give it very goofy names. Let me see if I can find it. Just please don't click on something very explicit and accidentally show that on stream. Like, that would be that would be Jover for me. Here, look. I named it this. Initial comment, re-upload of contents, edited infamous outlines, massive Detective Abby drama, massive update. Probably should not comment this. Can't turn player rig into humanoid. Chin Chin Wadaisuke. You can tell that I was going insane at some point. You can tell that I was going insane at some point. Like, look at this. I was going insane. I was going insane. I remember because there was some error that was bugged me for an entire day. I'm telling you this, game development or programming in general is 9 times out of 10 just error handling. 9 times out of 10 just error handling. Literally debugging. Just one you can work forward, you can add in new features so quickly in a single day, but there can appear a single bug and you'll spend 3 days at it. Which happened to me. Alright, I'm gonna see what the infamous outlines is about. I think so far what I added in... Oh my god, I added in so much. So between this update, the version we're looking at right now, and the previous one, there was a huge change in update because I had in my contents. Because I had 2 weeks, so I really had to like move forward with the game. Honestly, I've seen projects for the game jam so far, and honestly, what I personally think is that most of them are probably re-uploaded assets, if I have to be honest. Like, there are some that really feel like you could have done them in 2 weeks, purely, but the rest is just, nah, I don't believe it. You're lying. Lying on the internet. Not good. Except unless it's me, because I'm allowed to do it. Double standards, am I right? Alright, I'm gonna open up the second project. The update for the next commit that I made, which I think was called what? What did I call it? I can't remember. All I know is that oh yeah, the infamous outlines. This is a personal hell of mine if I had to talk about it, but I really don't want to. Never ask me about what happened to the outlines, man. That shit fucking mental. Alright, it's loading in the project. But so basically that was all the progress I made on the first day. Final comment is actually funny. Yeah, I can imagine it to be so tiring. Yeah, it is. Sheesh, why was it hell though? Okay. Okay, do you know what outlines are, right? You know, you see my character, you see how I have like these little black lines around me that I drew myself. Those are outlines, right? That outline like the characteristics of like the objects of my face, like my hair, like my face, like my neck, like every single object of my body, right? And now I was working in 3D, so I was like mainly working with like I was trying to make outlines as a 3D effect. Now how we could do that? There are multiple methods, but I wanted to do one that is distance based. One that is this post-processing effect, which is an edge detection algorithm, or known as the Sobel filter that I used for the thing. Now, you know why it was hell? It's because it first of all started as just me trying to put it in simple outlines effect, like just an outline around an anime character. Sounds simple, right? Now, it is simple because there are so many methods for you to possibly do it. But I went for the extra stretch, and I made it more complicated than what it needed to be. So, I decided to do a full screen effect in Unity. Now, Unity, for me to do that, before the latest updates, like about a year ago, when I first started developing on this game, this other game, which is why there was outlines, that the full screen effect feature was not a thing where you could write a shader and it would output to the screen an effect. It wasn't a thing, so I had to write my own full screen effect using Unity's scriptable render pipeline, or Unity's universal render pipeline. It's basically the Unity templates on how the games are getting rendered. Like, for example, how the shaders are, how the thing's entire structure. Basically, blah, 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 important big words. And now the reason why I struggled so much is because the universal render pipeline is massively underdocumented. It is massively underdocumented. I had to look several hundreds of YouTube tutorials to get it done. And I struggled with it so much because, you know what happened? I spent 3 months trying to do the effect. 3 months. I could have just been lazy, but no, I wanted to do a full screen effect instead of what I initially went for. But no, I was just too fucking... I don't even know how to say it, man. It's just... Ugh. But basically, I spent about what? An entirety of 3 months trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong. Moving around code, hoping that hopefully something will go right. Only to realize that, damn, this is not worth it. But I was still able to do it. It's just it took me so much time that it was insane. My project crashed 7 times. 7 times! Like, I was going insane, legitimately. Like, I don't even know how to tell you this. It was just hell. Because, like, sometimes the Unity would get stuck on loading the project, on doing something. It would just get stuck. And other times, it would just straight up crash. And some other times, it would crash my PC instead. Because it's so confusing, because they're always updating their fucking API. Like, oh, use render texture identifier, now use render texture this. Why don't you render these nuts in your face? Fucking hell. I went insane. And as I'm speaking right now, the same thing is happening again to my project, because the outlines feature sucks. I didn't do it well. It's making Unity have to repaint the entire scene over and over again. Fuck me. Fuck me. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna quickly just do myself a favor. Because here's the thing. I am so used to handling errors on Unity that I know that when something goes wrong, I know how to undo it and do it again. Okay, I'm gonna quickly just go in here and I'm gonna see if I can just go to the settings section. No, it's actually, which project is it? I think it's one back. There. Here it is. I think this is the big one. Yeah, this is the one. I need to go into the settings. I need to go to the high fidelity renderer asset. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can just tell the Unity that this render feature is inactive. Because it's the feature that's making it crash because it's so horribly implemented. And honestly, I hope active is now 0. Okay. Wait, which one is this one? Wait, no, that's wrong. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, outlines render feature active is fucking false. I never knew there was an active feature. I don't know what you're on about, homie. Okay, hopefully it loads now. Oh man, it was a pain, believe me. I get it that it could have just been smarter, but you know what? It's a pain, man. It's such a pain. Cause like, I followed the tutorial to a T, and it still wouldn't work. And right now, I have a feeling Unity is gonna crash again. Yep, it's crashing again. Yep, scene view.repaint. Oh my god, you must be actually shitting me, really? Again? What? I'm gonna have to enter safe mode, aren't I? I'm gonna have to enter safe mode. Ah, this sucks. This actually sucks. I have more time to stream today, but holy fuck, this sucks. This sucks. Really sucks. Oh, I'm gonna have to fuck. Okay, do you know, in Unity, the way you enter safe mode is when you have an error within your script. Because when Unity loads up a project, it checks like the scripts of the game. And if it sees that there is something like wrong, like maybe you forgot a comma, it enters safe mode. Let me quickly just do something. Just gonna open up a random thing and I'm just gonna remove a semicolon. And Unity is gonna load up in safe mode. Here, Detective Abby. But it's really rough. It's really rough. Because like, the reason why Unity is even crashing right now, it's probably because of the feature that I wrote that's not working well. Here, enter safe mode, yeah. Because Outlines uses the screen's texture. Because like games and even your any output, any pixel output can be considered a texture, including the very game that you're playing, which is how post-processing effects and filters like the one that I applied was made. And the way I use this is that I forgot to there's something in my feature that I probably didn't do that I'm supposed to do. Either that or the way Unity overcomplicates its own scripts is causing the thing to crash. But whatever it is, I just don't fucking like it, man. This is literally why I'm even considering just moving out of Unity and going for something else. Okay, I need to hopefully it won't just enter scene.repaint and do this forever. Please, for the love of God, please. Oh my God, no, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Oh, you ought to be shitting me. Oh, please just fucking deactivate it! Deactivate it! Deactivate the fucking thing! Please, I know what's causing this, please. Please, stop! Stop! Now it's stuck on this repaint and it won't allow me to interact with my fucking thing! I hate Unity. I hate Unity so much. I love and hate Unity, but holy fuck. How is your fuck? How do you guys take so... How do you fuck up this bad? Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah. Shut up. Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? Please tell me it's working. Come on, I removed the feature. There's no way you're not working. Please. You guys are not seeing this, but I'm actually going insane. Actually, you know what? I might as well just show it here. It actually has a second window, which says scene not repaint. Oh, bitch, please. I removed the feature. You should not be rendering the thing with outlines, which is why this thing was having a crash earlier. Homie, you cannot be real. Homie, you cannot be real. You guys cannot see this, but there's this thing telling me to wait. I'm actually moving it right now, but I don't want it, man. I swear to God, this is the one thing that's it's making it rough for me to like Unity. I remember waiting 7 minutes thinking that maybe it did need to process something, but no. If it's stuck for longer than 3 minutes, then I'm sorry, but that's a fucking error, not a feature. I'm gonna have to reload it. I'm gonna have to reload it. If this doesn't work, I'll just show you the models. I'll just talk about something else. I wanted to talk about it like progressively as we went on. Sheesh. Or she, I don't know. Well, besides the game, since I'm done with the game, I feel... Okay, thank you for pitying me. I don't know how to feel about that, but yeah, being a programmer is a burden. Oh! It loads! It loads! Oh my god. Okay, it loads. It loads. Still, bro, it's actually me that made that game from scratch. Yeah, I did do a lot of the assets myself. And I spent a lot of time on it. Here. This is probably a scene that you're very familiar with that I showed yesterday. But this is basically around the time where I already began making aberrations, I think. Not yet? Have I really not made an aberration yet? It must have been in the next update. But basically, I added in a small scene, added in a movable character, I removed in some stuff. And I think this is an interactable cube. Yep, this is an interactable cube. I basically wrote shaders last time, I remember. Here. I made basically this shader. I wrote several shaders for the game, I did some stuff. And basically just general development. The sole reason why this thing didn't load is because of the outlines feature, which is in here. You see this? Outlines render feature that I made. I'm never going to add that in ever again. Oh, but I am tempted though. I am tempted. I am tempted because you'd see how I did it. But basically, I basically just imported a bunch of stuff from other projects. I used my loading screen character as a placeholder for Abby. Added in a son, just had a simple scene to play with. Do I have the spectral camera already? Did I already have that implemented? I think back then I was trying to fix... Oh yeah, I was trying to fix some errors. Because of the camera. Look at this. This is how originally the camera was supposed to work. You'd enter, you'd press F, it would lerp when you reinterpolate. But if you did it too much, you'd eventually get stuck, or something like that would happen. So I think I spent quite a lot of time trying to take care of that. But basically, the way you'd move the camera is instead of moving your mouse while pressing F, you would have to, like, move. Which I eventually thought, nah, that's not a good idea. But yeah, there's not much else that was written. This was like, what, 3 days later, I think? Now time to load up the next one. Time to load up the next one. Hopefully this one won't crash like the other ones. Hopefully. I say hopefully with quotation marks. Alright, I think this was the infamous outlines and then massive Detective Abby drama. I'm gonna see which one added in the most stuff. This was like, what, 2 days later? Okay, 2 days after the 29th of February, the one I showed you before is the one that we're at right now. And the one we're moving forward to is now 2 days later. I should be more creative with my titles. I'm reading right now the description of my comet. I think I added in aberrations, right? Yeah, I did in the aberrations. Okay, we're gonna see the massive Detective Abby drama. Honestly, I kind of knew from the very beginning of the game jam that I was gonna make a game like this. I just hoped to God that it would be finished. Alright, I'm gonna open up the project. Honestly, I'm very inclined towards removing the outlines feature. If it causes the game to crash again. Because holy shit, I never want to go through that again. But today I've got some time. I've got at least till like before 5 PM to stream. I want to talk a bit about the game. So, besides the game jam, which I'm still going to keep myself active with, I'll be making sure that I'm going to finish Persona 3 Reload. I'm going to be making a 24-hour stream, or at least until I finish the game. I'm going to stream until I finish the game. Because I bought this game all the way back in release and we're already nearing the end of March. And I'm not happy with that information, man. What's your stream schedule? Forgot about Persona 3 for real. I don't blame you. I don't play it enough, man. I program more than I play that game. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna quickly just load up the game. The third project. Acerola Jam 0. Damn, most of them had the comet time around the same day. This is the most recent one, right? Hopefully. But I'm still gonna play the game. I want to do a marathon where I play it. Go follow my... Actually, you know what? I don't even tweet. I was thinking about posting it on my Twitter, but I realized that nobody goes over there. I could do a community feed thing, but I also don't know if people even go over there either. My stream schedule is basically the following. I stream every single day around 3 p.m. my end, so basically around right now or 1 hour earlier. And if I don't stream on that day, that means either I'm not gonna stream or I'm gonna upload a short to my YouTube. And during the weekends, if I am streaming, it would be in like not 10 hours. Yeah, 10 hours from now, I'd say. 10 hours, 9 hours from now. That's usually my streaming schedule. But I am gonna play Persona 3 Reload. I want to finish it. When I'm gonna do it, probably in a week. In a week, I'll probably do it. Next Wednesday. Not the one that's coming up this week, probably not next Wednesday. Because the distractions are gonna be gone for once. And I'll actually be able to have freedom. So 7 p.m., 8 to 8 p.m. on my end. If that's the case, then yeah. If it's right now, that time on your end, then yeah, that's like around the time I'll stream. Otherwise, maybe it's like 9 hours from then. It's like night, basically morning on your end. If I do it at night on Saturdays and Sundays. But during the week, usually it's always just during the evening. Or around right now. But, yeah. Making the game was rough. I eventually had to nearly pull an all-nighter. I slept very little. For me to finish the game. So much so that I left a game-breaking bug on accident inside the game. I'm waiting for the project to finish initializing. Yep, it's opening up the project. Please, no! Why is it gray? Why is it gray? No! 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 No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You're not gonna do this shit again. No, 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 fuck you. No, 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 fuck you. No, fuck you, bro. Fuck you, bro. No, no, I'm not gonna do this. Nah. I'm gonna spam click on the animator until you go to over there, bro. Oh my god, not again. No, how is it possible for it to suck this much? Ah, Unity, why? Why? Torste. So besides the finishing Persona 3 Reload, what I also want to do is I want to collab with another VTuber. I want to do a stream with someone else. I might be doing so if someone contacts me over on... Okay. Okay. I might be able to save myself. I might be able to save myself. Okay. Oh, who's the other VTuber? Probably some random VTuber. Because here's the thing. I'll be honest. I'm the most antisocial person you'll ever meet in your life. I'm like the worst kind of introvert you'll ever meet in your life. Because, one, I don't know how to speak with people. Second, I don't know how to start a conversation online. And since I stay at home every single day, I basically talk to no one. So there's basically no one that I talk to, spend any time with on a daily basis. I'm basically a cave hermit, essentially. I have met worse introverts. Well, maybe not someone like me, but, I still consider myself to be quite bad. And I am kind of the degenerate introvert, but at the same time, I'm more of the I want to socialize but can't introvert. So I'm basically in a constant cycle of pain. But I'm gonna be trying to see if I can find myself a collab partner. I just want to play a game with someone instead of just streaming the whole time. Because, you know, instead of just playing Persona 3. Though I do have another game lined up after Persona 3. Like my idea for streaming is mainly like I want to finish main games that I'm playing. Then I want to play maybe some random game just for the sake of it. Or I'm gonna play Genshin. I have a game lined up after Persona 3 Reload. It might be Final Fantasy. I don't know which It's the one where you second latest Final Fantasy? I don't know. I'm afraid to play Genshin too. Yeah, don't worry. I barely play it anymore anyway. And it seems Unity is doing Unity stuff again, which is called crashing. Man. Remind me to never add in a fucking Outlines feature ever again unless I actually know what I'm doing. But I'm likely gonna be playing Final Fantasy 15, I think. If the game even gives me enough interest, I might just fucking play like 3 hours worth and then just drop it. Okay, the scene has loaded. Okay, good, the scene loads now. Finally. There. I'm gonna see if... So, as I said, my plan is I'm gonna find myself a collab partner. I'm gonna... Oh, this isn't normal. Oh, this isn't normal. Shit. I'm gonna try and find myself a collab partner. I'm gonna try and finish Persona 3 Reload before the end of this month. When did Persona 3 Reload come out? Persona 3 Reload release date. 2nd of February? It's been over a month? Almost 2 months? Oh my god, I bought it on the release too. Okay, let me see what's wrong with the things. If I remember correctly, there is a material in here, right? Okay, so this is right now. I think it's around what? It's when I was adding in aberrations. Okay. It should be... What the fuck happened? What happened to the shaders? I wrote them in shader graph. Yeah, here. Why are you giving me an error? Nothing loaded. Lamau? What? Could not find part of path template system. What? Homie, what? Seriously? I'm showcasing my game right now? You're just giving me an error? Okay, homie. I see how it is. Shader splice? Okay, clearly it's a Unity issue. Literally a Unity issue, bruh. Could it be it's because of a custom... No, wait. Tiling and offset? No. Gradient noise, okay. Yeah, none of this is custom. It's just a built-in. I can't even save as. The fuck? What about missing texture? This is literally so simple. We just pixelate the UVs and we fucking export it. Bruh. I don't understand everything on the screen. Don't worry, me neither right now. I don't know why it's giving me an error. Okay, surely the game runs as normal, right? Okay, here, good. We got in the game. This is basically what? This is when I added in a, there was no UI yet, but I think I added in a canvas. Here, yeah, there is a canvas. I basically added in UI. Now fine, import TMP essentials. Okay, here finally works. There. Dialogue here, yada yada. Basically, this was around the time where I started editing dialogue from my other project as well. I think we should be able to interact with this thing. Oh yeah, the original camera script, the original spectral, the camera that we used to defeat the aberrations, it had no limit. You could turn around, look backwards, and it would be very bad. And I don't know why this thing isn't working. What was the original thing to activate it? I'm pretty sure I made interactable. Yeah, it is. Look, if you can see here that I have the script here. Oh, there. It's a simple box. You wonder to yourself, how much work would it take you to make a perfect dialogue system? This is like very early on. It had no sound effects, it had no nothing. Most of the assets I had to add in at the last minute. There was also like several errors. Like for example, the sudden snapping of the camera. And whatever. And I couldn't move the camera even though I was like moving it like this. Look. It gets stuck. And this is the error of the dialogue script. And I'm really playing on it. Yeah, I know. If I go over to the aberration, the reason why it isn't working is because its material was broken. I don't know why. But you know how it looks like. It's the same purple texture, but it's tiled. And the reflectionless mirror is really just it's really just a PBR material. A physically based material with the metallic and the smoothness set to max, like this. If you go into the materials, I have a glass material. Well, this is the old one, but I'm gonna put in I don't know. Universal render pipeline. What does dumb mean? No. Here, universal render pipeline and lit. This is basically it. It's basically a material with the smoothness set to max and the metallic set to max. That's how you make reflective materials in Unity. And this is a reflection probe so that it would render the scene around it. You need a reflection probe so that it would like take a snapshot of the scene. Because otherwise, this happens. Wait a minute. This happens. Without a reflection probe, this happens. It just samples the sky. Here, if you go into lighting and we go into generate lighting, it's just gonna return to you the skybox. But if you activate the reflection probe, it's gonna sample the scene. And as the name implies, the reflection probe, the reflectionless mirror, has no reflection of the player explicitly. I wanted to make, like, if I were to add in this thing without the probe and say that it's wrong, players could still get confused. Honestly, I'd be confused either way, but I wanted to make something more unique. So I added in this, but I explicitly did not add in the player. Here, the culling mask decides what is rendered to the screen. So if I add in entities, the player is suddenly on the game, otherwise it's not. Or if I put in nothing, nothing gets drawn. If I put in the default, it's gonna render everything that's a default shader. Or anything that has a default flag on it. And basically, normally it's just this. Everything except for entity, so that the player, which is an entity, here on the top right, isn't rendered. Can you even see my mouse? You can't see my mouse, probably. Can I, yeah, I do have capture cursor. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. But the player is an entity. I later on added in the player, I gave him the player tag. And this is an aberration. Now you're probably wondering, why do we need aberrations to have a layer? Well, that's because when we use the spectral camera within the script, we basically do a check for whatever we do a box cast or a ray cast, which is basically shooting out a ray or a box where everything that collides inside of the box, it returns a true or false whether or not anything collided. So, and basically by passing in a layer mask saying that, hey, I want you to give me true if any object within this little box that I am casting out from the camera is of the type aberration. Because we only care about using the aberrations. And that's within the camera controller. If you look above me... wait, no, this is the camera controller. We need a spectral camera here. If you look above me, right around here. On if aberration capture, output the aberration that we captured, log the aberration inside and log in the title because I was debugging it. But here, private bool, if you look at it here, right above me, on aberration capture, if the box cast from the position of the position of the camera, and the half extents of the camera, basically the frustum, this thing, you see this little thing projecting out, coming out, these little white lines? That's the camera frustum, and we project basically a box similar to that. And basically, where were we? Here. Here. Depending on the half extents and the forward and the out raycast info, which is the information of the ray that we hit out in whatever object it hit, including the rotation of where it's looking at and the regular and the far clip plane is basically how far we were looking on, how far the box cast is going. I decided to make it the camera's far clip plane, which is basically the distance from this to those lines over there. That's the far clip plane. It's basically supposed to tell the camera how much of the scene it actually wants to render. For example, if you make it very small, if you look here at the camera, if we make the distance plane 1 or 12, we barely render the rest of the scene. This is basically for performance stuff. Basically to basically not send instruction to the GPU to draw an object that's not in sight. Of course, there are more techniques beyond this because everything's still getting rendered, even if the camera is looking away. Besides that, we have here the spectral camera. We do a raycast. We create a new aberration where the aberration is null. If the hit info.transform is not equal to null, which basically means that whatever information we get out of it is not equal to null, or basically it isn't zero, it isn't nothing, like me. Then we checked if the hit info.transform.gameObject's layer is equal to the layer mask aberration. And if it is, then what we do is the aberration is now the hit info's component of aberration. And then we return true, because we have indeed collided with an aberration. See, it's on the layer aberration. We do a box cast. Basically, the box is casted from the camera to the aberration. And if we hit it, then we write in the custom scripting for it, which is implemented by the aberration, like this. If we go over here back onto where we look at it here, on aberration capture, and then we have the output aberration, which is the aberration we just got. We then call the function, the method, on capture, which will basically call whatever the developer has implemented for this aberration. For example, on this aberration, all it really does is it just makes the texture go from this pink to the normal texture, but it's not working. I don't know, because the shader is broken in this build for some reason. And over here, what it does is it turns the screen completely white. It basically does this. And then it goes back, but the player is now enabled. I wanted to make it like more interesting by making a transition, but I didn't have access to the data, and I didn't have the time to learn that either. Anyhow, that's everything that I added in this far into the game. I don't want to get too deep into the other version, so I'm just going to skip to one in between the final build and the one I'm showing right now. Because I do need to go do some stuff besides streaming. Alright. Let me check. We're gonna check Ochichin Daisuki, because that's the one where I'm possibly going insane. It's like, when was this made? It was made 4 days before the final comet. And about 10 days after the current update that I'm showing. So basically, we're gonna see how much progress I did within 10 days of what you're seeing right now. I'm gonna have to delete these projects later because I already have it up and it's safe. It's all saved. I just don't want to have it occupy space on my PC. What other stuff did I have planned for the evening? I'll be streaming tomorrow Persona 3 if there are no interruptions. I'll be streaming it because I still need to move forward. Where is the thing? Unity projects here. Oh, damn, you can tell that the newest version, 4 days before the final, before the submission date, was like, it has 564 items in it. That's a lot of data. Alright, I'm gonna delete the compressed file. It says 3 p.m. 41, which is the date at which we downloaded it, and I just need to open it up now. And there it is. There it is. Mitsuketa. Ah, damn. Though, I hope you're enjoying the stream, though, Mr. Isaac. I gotta clean my glasses once I have time. I have like these glasses to protect my eyes against the screen's blue light because it hurts the eyes. Glad you're enjoying it. Hopefully by this update I've removed the outlines feature. Because I remember I eventually removed it because it was literally just... It was a nuisance. It was a straight up nuisance. But yeah, this is likely gonna be the last stream on the game. Maybe I'll do one more stream where Acerola is playing the games on stream. I don't know, is he playing them already? Maybe I'll just check that out in prep and I'll just check whether or not I've won. Hopefully I do. At least I want to at least get to a good qualifying space. I just want to get a good score at least. So far from what I saw, none of the judges played the game. So far, none of the judges played the game. Oh, damn, my PC's fucking processing so much stuff that my character's becoming slow. Let me see what his last stream was. 18 days ago, bro. Oh, this is where he revealed the stream thing. Yeah, I remember. I watched it. I remember being live. I made a stream about it. I made a stream where he revealed the theme. Unfortunately, it was at like 3 AM, so nobody was even active to watch me. Let me check some other stuff real quick. I need to check the Discord, because I joined in on Discord to make sure that it'd be on par with whenever he would stream the games. Because he does like a daily highlight of like what games were played and what ones had left a good impression. So far, I haven't appeared, but you know what? A man can hope. A man can hope. Make a Discord server for real? Unfortunately, I'm not active enough and I don't want to get moderators, honestly. I don't get to use... Like, I'll be honest, whenever I see someone having a Discord server, I'm like, why do you need a Discord server? Why do you need one? I only need one to talk with my friends and nothing else. I mean, I guess I could convey informations faster, but I could just do that with my other socials. Unfortunately, most people don't use said other socials. I assume you don't have a Twitter. I assume you don't have a Twitter. Okay, yeah, I removed it by then. I removed it by then. The the outlines. I'm loading in this scene right now. Just give me a second. Yeah, import TMP essentials. You did once. Yeah, fair enough. That place is a cesspit. Okay, here we are. Alright. The reason why it's like this is because the floor is lava. No, it's not lava. Okay, the reason why it's like this, I did once but installed it. Fair enough, as I said. Okay, it seems all shaders have been broken, but this is like 4 days before the submission. Everything's around the same, except we didn't have the final level. The skybox is broken for some reason. I assume this one's broken too. Oh, I'm using the Unity default. Oh, I haven't even done this area. In 4 days, I finished this entire area. I think I was testing out the fake. Yep, here I have it. It's just inactive. It's basically a carbon copy paste of the same player. It has a fake script. Everything's kind of the same. I was like testing out the enemy because I realized that the game had like no real stakes at hand. So I added in the fake. And the sample scene was absolutely abandoned, bro. I never came back to this place after I started working on Abby's apartment. I initially wanted to have like a background. I wanted to have like outside of the windows there to be like a city. I wanted to show like Abby is like a girl living in the city. I wanted her curtains to be like those like little flip curtains. You know, those curtains that you can like you roll. You have like this little thing on the right or the left of the curtains. And you can like roll it or push it and it'll like open the blinds. I wanted to add in blinds, but instead I added in glass because I was like, nah, I don't have time. This was before I had all the frames ready. This was like only had like spices ready. But this was like before I had anything else so far. I had to like speedrun a lot of the stuff and eventually I gave up. Actually, you know what? You want to see what's funny? This was some of the old sound effects that I used were just okay. Look, listen to this. Ah, fuck. Never mind. The UI isn't even working, man. Okay, listen to this. I used the sound effect for the queer data initially. Before I changed it back into what's it called again? Into the registering thing. YouTube, I think the last system would have been. Oh really? Damn. But it was funny. Eventually I realized that it was not a good sound effect. And actually, if anything, this sound effect was surprisingly well used, like well thought out for this scene. If you go into the sample scene, and I deactivate everything because I could not be bothered. Okay, here. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get rid of false self because that's the original name. Okay, there, we're back safe. You could use this thing. Every single letter it would use the sound effect. And honestly, it didn't sound half bad, honestly. But yes, very very funny how things went for the development of the game. But you know what? I think the final product was not too bad. I mean, a lot of it is still broken. Like the placement of the objects, which I had to code in like 4 days. The placement of the objects is done by using the box collider's bounds to like basically place the objects somewhere randomly inside of it. Except I probably did some miscalculation that I probably could have seen had I used my head more. That made it so that the objects would be spawned way beyond where they're supposed to. Anyhow, I think that's really it as far as the development that I want to talk about. There's not much else, really. I'm gonna do myself a favor and make the load on my PC a little bit lower by closing down some windows. And deleting the projects, because they're also taking up a lot of space. But the outcome of the game jam, not bad. I don't care if I win or lose, honestly. I think I don't know if I said this, but to me, what the objective of this game jam was to get something finished. It was to get a finished project out there. Not just pending projects, but like actually finished, fully fledged products. This to an extent is one, if I update it and I send the corrected version. But yeah, hopefully I'll at least get some sort of placement in the rankings. In the game jam, there are like what? I think there are, if I remember correctly... Yeah, don't worry, I've hydrated myself already. But if I remember correctly, inside of the... inside the jam, there have been over almost 1,000 entries. 1,000 games to play through. Voting ends in 13 days. Oh. But yeah, besides my game, I hope you can also maybe rate other games, maybe? Maybe I'll do a stream where I rate other players' games. I've rated so far only one. I wish my game would get more ratings, because that would like pump me up a bit. Let me see what's the most rated game, actually. Let me see which one that is. Most rated. Rat Casino. Well, this game was made in like what? I forgot to rate your game. Yeah, I think so too. From what I saw. There is this dude who made this game in like the last 2 days of the jam. And he just gets instant highlight. But I can see that people are trying to pump their games by getting a lot of ratings. To push it up so that it's like seen more. Because I think mine's actually quite deep. Like, there are other very great games, honestly. I've seen very good ones so far. There are some of these that look legitimately interesting to play. Let me open up Unity and check if it still has my other projects on it. Yeah, I'm gonna remove all of them. Remove from it. Don't ask today. Remove project. Remove project. Yeah, I know it's gone. Remove project. Remove project. And there, back to what it's actually there. But yeah, my game's actually quite deep. Ratings wise, because there are a lot of people who have been like asking for other people to rate their game. Mine's likely very low, because like minimum, most people have like 7 ratings. Minimum. If I had to guess, mine's all the way down. Let me see. Quite a bit down, innit? But please go do rate it. Maybe play some of the other submissions as well. You know, give a bit of credit to other people as well. You know, give them a holler or whatever. Give me un momento, s'il vous plaît. Oh, here, right there. I've sorted it by most rated. Like, these are a lot of ratings. Like, these are a lot of, like, my game is nowhere close here. I'd be writing Shakespeare. What? Oh, you're rating it. Ah, okay. Here it is. Here, Detective Abbey. All the way down here. Hey, at least I'm not the worst one. Here, Sprockets versus Cogs is one of the viewers on my streams. He actually went to play the game. I liked it as well. The inverted camera is rough. See, this is what we're talking about. A lot of them were mentioning the inverted camera. But maybe I'll do a stream where I play some of the other submissions as well. Anything for that good old exposure, I guess. I can't wait to read your Shakespearean lyrics. Shakespearean something. Can I check my profile? I want to check it out right now. I can go to my buying page, whatever. Oh, I got a follower? Who? Oh, random person. Never knew that. Oh, these are just comments that I made because of stuff. View creator page. Can I link my socials? Maybe I'll do that later. Maybe I'll do that later. Maybe I'll do that later. Oh wait, oh fuck, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I was supposed to transition to over here. I'm an idiot. Here. I've got what? 4 ratings so far. This is one of my viewers, Mr. Sprockets vs. Cox. Thank you so much for joining the streams every time. Can't wait to get a day where every one of the squads together in the stream. I'll be waiting for that day, man. I'm waiting for that day. But yeah, my game is actually quite deep. Like, look at all this. Who the fuck's gonna go through all of this to look at my game? And the most rated games just have so much. And honestly, I don't know what most of these have to do with aberrations. I don't know, honestly. Anyhow, I think I'm gonna have to leave it here. Sorry. I think I'm gonna leave the stream here. I just wanted to talk about the general development of the game. Hopefully I didn't get any... Detective Abbey is a psychological horror game, yes? I mean... Acerola said that if I ever want... if the users ever wanted to, we could just build beyond what I've already made. After the gem's over, because I'm not allowed to change the code. As long as I don't commit it, nothing's happened. I just fix some stuff while I'm at it. But the game is more of a general horror, if anything. If anything. I mean, what makes something a psychological horror? Just messing with your psyche? I mean, more like I mess with your ears, given how loud my sound effects are. If I have to be honest. But I'll be ending stream now. And make sure to leave a rating. I'll definitely read your Shakespearean lyrics. I'll make sure to pay close attention to it. And yeah. Thank you so much for joining, Mr. Isaac. It was good having you over on stream. Make sure to join in tomorrow where I'll play some more Persona! And maybe I'll reveal whether or not I'll be doing a collab soon with someone. And have a good night's sleep to you too. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.